Oh, there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am. Finally, we are swapping back to our regular partners, so I'll return yours and you can return mine if he wants to come back. Anyway, it's time for a boys and a girls night. Let's rehash. You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the mess together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better. Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to Wilko Rehashed. Giving this video a thumbs up really does help. You can subscribe to the channel. That feeds my ego rhythm as much as it does the algorithm, just like commenting below. If you would like premium ad-free content, you can get it at rehashed.com.au. There's even a free plan to join our community so you can live chat during the episodes and say, "Oh, what are you doing, Dirty Harry, you dog?" Go to rehashed.com.au. I don't know about you, sweet baby angel, but this season feels very different to me, and I don't think in good ways. You know, some things are familiar, like 2 Shillings and Long John, and even Rampola now, she's part of the furniture. But the producing and the editing and the narrative has been very bad. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I don't know if we can come back from this. I think maybe I would have been able to buy everything this year if it wasn't for Dirty Harry and Bronte. Yeah, if we got rid of them a long time ago, maybe I'd feel different. Speaking about Harry, of the dirty variety, he's got to wrap up his time with Mel, and I'm pretty sure he's super sad about it.
How's your coffee?
It is good.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's not a vibe. It's not a party in here. There's been awkward moments. I mean, sitting on the same couch together is awkward.
Thank you for making more of a bed out here for me last night and for tucking me in.
You're pushing it.
Blanket on.
You're pushing it.
You know you did. That was nice. Just admit it was nice.
Are you serious?
It was nice.
I did not tuck you in. I gave you a blanket. Did you sleep good?
Not really. Do you care?
What is happening? Oh, isn't it nice when 2 enemies sit down together on the same couch and just realize we both openly hate each other? Maybe that's what we should do with like world leaders who despise each other. Maybe get like Putin and Biden in the same room. Or Putin and anybody really, and just put him in a room and just see what happens. Maybe they could end up giggling on the couch like Mel and Dirty Harry. The more it goes on, the more I just think Harrison is a filthy liar and a lot of people don't call him out on it. Like, I don't imagine Mel was tucking Harrison in at night. And yet he just said that hoping that she would not fight it, I guess? Always playing games. It must be exhausting to be Harrison.
Linda was fun to hang out with.
She was good. I think she needed it, mate. We chatted deep to like the core of the stuff, and I think it was real refreshing. I haven't had a conversation like this the whole time I've been here with Cam.
Oh.
How was your time?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good couple of days.
That's good.
Yeah, good. Good chat.
What do you feel like Alyssa had to offer?
I mainly brought up work. I've told Lyndall about my remote work, but I haven't really confessed how much remote work I actually do and how long I'm away from home.
Can somebody remind me how many weeks we're into this now? So you've been sharing this space with Lyndall, your TV wife, and we have only seen bits and pieces and none of them good. Unless you're sitting on the couch going, now it's all good. It's actually good now. So you've been together this whole time and you haven't said to Lyndall, hey, so you know how I work remotely? I'm gone for a long time. Because that could affect her life going forward.
There's some times where I'll be away for 5-6 weeks out remote with no phone service. Where I work, they've given me an opportunity like they've given no one else. I can't see myself leaving the territory, leaving my career, doing what I do. So that's where I'm at in my career, I suppose.
I mean, I guess it puts me in a bit of a weird spot. You know, I don't want you to feel bad about wanting that career, but like the options are you don't want to leave Darwin for your job. So what? The plan is I'd move to Darwin and then you'd be away. Not exactly the best environment for like forming a relationship.
I don't think the plan is for you to move to Darwin because it's not going to change the fact if you're in Perth or in Darwin.
Hey, Cammy, what did you think was going to happen when you got a wife? Were you hoping that this wife you got was gonna just be fine having you away all the time? Like what? I understand there's so many couples that have partners that, you know, FIFO and on deployment and things like that, but feels a bit late to be chucking this on her. So you'll live in Darwin but you're never there, but your wife, or girlfriend, whoever that may end up being, where are they going to be? Why have we not spoken about this? What do you do with your time? Because we know it's not cooking. We know that you guys aren't doing a lick of cooking in that place. It's always ding dong DoorDash.
I think the long distance thing is going to be a thing.
Cool. Ugh. Yeah, I don't really know what the deal is.
You want a wife, but you want her to be cool with a long distance thing for like how long? Is there a time limit on it? Are you going to do this career forever? Cam, be honest. Do you have a second family somewhere remote?
You know, I don't think I'm ready to even sort of move back in like tonight. I just need time to sort of have a think about it because I felt like she wasn't there. And not only was she not there, she was there with Harrison.
100%.
Like, what the hell?
So weird. It's confusing.
Yeah. If she's hated this person for so long, how can you so easily, challenge me?
That's a red, like we were talking about red flags. That's a red flag.
Hey, Bronte, you know how we were talking about red flags literally from the first episode with one of the first weddings? Yeah, you're still with that red flag. And now, because you've hung out with it so much, you've just become one yourself. But here's the big question. Were you a red flag before you got married to a red flag? Now the answer will only be found out by the reunion. I hope so anyway. I don't think we need to wait that long. I'm happy to say it now. Bronte is a huge red flag, and for me, just as much of an issue as Harrison. I'm not going to sit here and buy that she's openly being manipulated or gaslit. I think she's in on it. I've said it for a while, and I'm doubling down on it.
I appreciate it. You've been a good sounding board.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
Who would have thought Bronte and Leighton on them?
Right?
Oh, shoot me in the face. Just end me. End me now. Watching her laugh, saying, I've got you. I've got your back. Fucking shut up, you liar. No one's buying whatever this fake personality is. At this stage in this season, I hope it's fully scripted because I could accept that it's poorly scripted.
I'm hoping he comes back in. There is an apology and he does see that he should have just up and leave, things like that when we're not going to talk for 3 days. That's not healthy for us.
Okay, copy that. Sorry, but Leighton has decided not to come back.
Back where?
Into this room.
Into your marriage. Leighton has decided to never return. Did Leighton really say that, producers, or are you just trying to beat this up? Like, you're making it sound like he's never going to return. Which is smart because you're trying to get Mel to blow up, which, you don't have to try too hard for that to happen. Oh,
hello.
Hi.
So Leighton's refusing to come back into my room.
Yeah.
So what's happened?
He feels that he's unsupported by the fight that you two had.
I'm not pointing fingers, I'm just trying to understand.
All I have done is listen. I've listened and done the tasks. That is all I have done.
But have you validated any of this? Were you sitting there saying, how dare she, that's not good, you deserve better?
No,
Kinda.
This is not my fault.
I agree, it's not Bronte's fault, but like I said last night, Bronte was not trying to help the situation. No. She was not trying to be an unbiased human. What she was trying to do was cause more drama. And I'm always for some drama, unless it comes from Bronte or Harrison, because we put them in the bin so long ago that I don't want them. I don't want them around anymore. Bye-bye. I don't know if Bronte had these skills before Harrison, but it definitely feels like she's trying to be like her husband. And Harrison's not good at it, but Bronte's even worse. Also, Bronte, can you really sit there and say, I did nothing, I said nothing. No, I just did the tasks.
I have not persuaded Leighton to feel a certain way or to act a certain way. Leighton literally said, these are Leighton's words, this has got nothing to do with me. He felt like he wasn't supported. How's that being inflicted onto me? He doesn't want this. He doesn't want...
What's this?
He doesn't want to fight, to yell.
That's a joke.
That's what he said.
Are you okay?
Do you think I'm okay?
And Harrison, are you okay? Well, that's a dumb thing to ask. Look at her face. She is absolutely not okay. She has stormed into your room. Also, Mel, why are you storming around? That's like Jessie level behavior. Like, you're not drunk and you're not demanding to see someone's phone, but this is not a good look for you, storming around trying to get answers. You knew full well that Bronte would do this. Don't be surprised The reason you stormed there is because you knew Bronte did it. Go and speak to Leighton and maybe drop it down about 15 notches. That's still less notches that Alyssa needs to bring down to have a conversation with Duncan, but it's still quite a lot. So just bring it down, Dal.
Bloody hell. I knew she'd think that this was something to do with me. She come barging in here. Again, everything's my fault. She shouldn't have been knocking on my door. Wrong door, sweetie. Go knock on his.
Well, I agree with Bronte. Wrong door to be knocking on. But I also want Bronte to go away forever. We should have known when those voice memos dropped that she was a shady piece of work, and yet we tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. And I'm sad that we did. Bronte, for the bin.
I was in there waiting for my apology, but...
What apology?
You told them that you don't want to come back to the apartment?
Oh, do you want to come in and have a chat?
Yeah, but did you say that first before I come in?
Yeah, I said I'm not ready to go back to the apartment.
Bring it down,
yet.
Mel.
I'm sitting there and I get told, sorry, Leighton doesn't want to come in.
How about hello?
You've left me there like that, and you did what you did to me that day, and I'm hoping that once you can put yourself in my shoes.
Mel, I can't. Getting attacked and you putting something...
It's not attacked, this is emotion. I'm waiting for you to come in, and yes, I want to chat about a lot of things. I'm hoping and praying that maybe one see it from my side and you're going to have an apology.
Okay, all right, well. So Mel's being driven completely by emotion. This is probably not the time for her to talk. It must feel different in person, and it's also probably really annoying that Mel doesn't let people speak, and when they do, she just keeps sort of her own stuff. But I don't find her that attacky, but I also didn't find Dom that attacky. So maybe because I grew up in commercial radio. I'm just used to people talking to me like I'm a piece of shit. So it doesn't sort of rattle me the same way. But everyone finds Mel very attacky, and Leighton is one of those people, which is tough because they're TV married. Mel, it's not a good look. You storming around like this right now, you could have just let yourself process it a bit more. She seems to be one of those people that if you let her stew on stuff, it just gets worse. She doesn't sort of find a peaceful calmness.
You're going to chat to me now because there's going to be no tomorrow, that I will see things from your way. I need to request that you do the same.
I didn't fully agree with this activity in general, and I feel like I didn't get the support that I needed. And I really need to decompress. Then let's go into the room, we can sit down and we can have a chat.
So Leighton wants some time, Alyssa style. I don't know if he's asking for a whole week, but he wants some time. Like I said, I think Mel's the opposite of that. Time does not help Mel. She needs to resolve it now, because if she lives one more second within her thoughts, stewing on it, she's gonna murder everybody. I think she might start with Bronte now, surprisingly, instead of Harrison, so that's a huge turnaround. This is tough because I can see the way that Mel's acting, and it's bad. It's also highly emotional, which says to me that she does care, but she's really going about it the wrong way. But at least it's not in the middle of the night, and she's not demanding to see someone's phone or calling them a see you next Tuesday. Yet. Yet. She hasn't stooped to that level yet.
You were waiting for me to come in and apologise.
And I've told you why.
Can you tell me again? Because I didn't understand.
Because I'm hurt.
What are you hurt over?
Oh, this feels real.
I've been scared all the 3 days. I've been scared this morning. I've been worried about what's going to happen. I've been worked up about what's going to happen, how I can say the best thing, how I can let you know that I was there for you, how can I let you know this, and I've been worrying about how I can do this. I was so upset and angry for 3 days at you.
Whoa. Hang on. Is this real? This feels a little bit real. I'm seeing some real tears, and I'm hearing someone actually cry. Okay, realness in this MAFS season. Surprising turn. Oh, here's a question for you. Would this blow up have happened if the producer had said Leighton would just like a day instead of Leighton's not coming back? Is the person who we really should be blaming here, is it the producer? Like, ultimately, it's always the producer's fault. You know, it goes way to the top for all of the shit that happens on the show. But for this specific incident, I think it's that guy who said Leighton's not coming back.
Hey.
Wow. Really upset. Like, my heart is breaking. Like, I'm just really upset.
Just
and then
relax.
have someone come in, and I think it's you, and someone comes in and says, Mel, I'm sorry, but Leighton's not coming back.
I didn't say I'm not coming back. I said I needed a day.
Yeah, but that producer's a dickhead.
Down.
Yeah, he's done a really great job here. Well, I hope he gets a bonus for it, because he's created some Some real angst and drama. Hey, so even though this is awful, Mel's probably not handling this as well as she should as a grown adult, and Leighton trying to stay away from her. At this stage, Leighton would probably know that him taking time out was only going to make Mel worse. And also the way it started and the whole argument to begin with was just like, what the fuck are we arguing about? What is happening? But what we have learned is I think Mel's really into Leighton. Like, a lot.
I felt attacked on the day by you and by Harrison.
How am I attacking you when I've come in to hug you?
I'm sorry, Mel. The fact that you're saying that I left you when I felt attacked
All about
by
you.
In that moment, I needed you.
I've got to go. I'm sorry. I can't do this. I'm done.
Don't storm out. That's dumb.
Really upset.
I'm not feeling great because I don't like seeing Mel as upset as she is. I didn't want to do a couple swap, but Mel wanted to. It's just, it's hard because I feel attacked, but then I also want to care for Mel at the same time. But Mel's really upset. She's really been affected. I don't know what the best course of action is.
I feel like I care about you so much. And I just don't feel the same from you.
Okay, so now we're really getting down to the core of it. What Mel is really upset about is that on top of everything, she's worried that Leighton doesn't like her as much, and she's also worried that Leighton's going to leave. So it's a little bit like Alyssa. Wow, it really goes to prove that so many arguments are just not about the thing that you're arguing about. So maybe when you start an argument, you should always start with, like, what is this actually about? What are we arguing about here? Let them stay in the dark hallway and keep the cameras away. Maybe that'll sort it out. Maybe that'll calm them down.
You know how much I care about you as well. And I felt when I did not want to live with Bronte, I didn't want Harrison coming. I didn't feel like I was supported. I felt like you were siding with Harrison.
It's not true. And
that's how I felt, Mel.
So Leighton struggles to communicate emotions or really understand how to communicate his emotions because, as we've found out, he had to Google what emotions were. And Mel, when she tries to help, it doesn't come across as helpful. She thinks that she was helping when she walked into the room and started sort of kind of yelling at him. That, Mel, that's not helping. If you yell at people, that's not translating as trying to love them.
In that moment, I felt like I was attacked by both you and somebody that you had told me you hated.
I get it, and I'm sorry you felt that, but I didn't get to tell you that on the day. You were quick to think that I had ganged up on you.
Because that's how I felt.
I get it, and I know. But then let me tell you something so that you can feel differently. I get it. I appreciate it. My husband not wanting to move in with another female because he's in a relationship with me. What girl is going to have a problem with that? What I wanted to do is not attack you, not try and change your mind. I wanted to make sure that you had different perspectives.
I am really sorry that you felt that way because I can see that and I do care about you. This is the reason why I wanted to just have a day because I didn't want this to happen. What I feel like would be best is to go back into that other room. At least overnight.
Okay. Well, you going away for more time is not going to help. Maybe Leighton and Alyssa should be together because it seems like both Leighton and Alyssa like to have some little time by themselves. Mel, you're sitting there saying you didn't want to attack him, but that's how it comes across, right? When you go in shouting and, and I understand that Leighton was inflexible and he did not want to see it from your point of view, but how do you think the way that you approached it was going to help? You said he's acting like a Harrison. That was only ever going to escalate things. I guess we all do it sometimes in relationships where your natural instinct is to try and one up. We all do it to some extent. Oh, here he is, relationship advice. What I've found over my years is... My advice in regards to arguing is there's no winners. So don't go into it thinking that there has to be a winner. When you go into an argument, try and make it more of a discussion first. Yeah, that's really good. Good tip. Yep. And then try and make sure both parties are heard and understood. Because if both parties are heard and understood, that means both of you can feel like you've come out on top of the argument. And you'll thank me later next time you're arguing. Well, he can give advice, but when... but he doesn't always take his own advice anyway. So Mel and Leighton have spent the night apart, and I don't think that's going to help Mel, but hopefully it's helped Leighton, I guess.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm really sorry that you felt the way you felt when I took get some time. Like the last thing I want for you is for you to be unhappy.
Time away for me makes it worse. Away for you makes it better.
I know. I totally get why you would have felt the way you did. If there's something I can do for you, please tell me.
I guess it's going to take me a little bit longer to snap out of this time because, a lot happened. Leighton can pick up on my down energy today, and his way of caring for that is to just step back a little and acknowledge it and just not get into a big heated discussion. Yeah, that's at least good.
She can acknowledge that she is down, but she's not taking it out on Leighton. She's just a bit flat. And when she's in that space, he can acknowledge that she's there and go, well, I'm sorry that you're in that space today, but I'm here if you need. But I'm not going to hover and keep going, you okay? What's wrong? Are you okay? That's another mistake I've made in my relationship. More advice from me. When your partner's in a mood, figure out what actually helps them, because you hovering and saying, are you mad at me? What's wrong? Why are you mad at me? Most of the time, that makes it much worse.
The way that Melinda came storming in here was just so inappropriate, and I won't tolerate being spoken to like that ever again. I won't have a bar of it. Because girls' nights for me in the past have gone down really well. Am I excited to see her? Absolutely not.
Am I excited to see you on the screen when I press the button and I know another bit's going to play? Absolutely not. But here we are, Bronte, just pushing through.
And today she has returned home. Having spent some time with her son, she's re-energized.
You know I do like to match.
Let's see the options. When I spend some time with my son, I definitely feel refreshed.
Alyssa's come back in a pretty positive mindset. I was like, hooray!
When Duncan says hooray, hooray, when Duncan says that, does he really mean run? Because I would like him to run. So we've not sorted anything out. We've not sorted one thing out. Alyssa's just gone and hung out with her kid a little bit, and now she's calmed down until the next thing that sets her the fuck off. Okay, all right. You don't have to wait for Long John and Rampola with the 2 shillings on the couch to get out any grievance. You could just chat. To be fair, Alyssa can't just chat. There's no such thing. She's highly emotional. Did you not hear?
Things are still really good between us, and I'm absolutely looking forward to tonight. You ready?
Let's do it.
Just moved in and now we're leaving.
Again, you just keep,
Me?
It's all you.
Yes, it is all you. Well, that's what we're seeing. I'd love to see more. I'd love to see if Duncan's a monster and if Alyssa's sister's right and it's all in the edit. I'd love to see all of it.
Yeah, the girls. Yeah, the girls.
Yeah, the girls.
Night, girls, night, girls, night.
I just wanted to say something. Me. You guys all look beautiful.
Girls' night! Does that mean Taylor's coming? Fuck, I hope so. But that would mean that she'd have to get on the Spirit of Tasmania and come all the way over, and I don't think it drives all the way to Sydney. Do we say boats drive? I don't know. Who knows? I'm Taylor. Oh, I was going to say something mean, but I stopped myself.
Boys' night!
Boys' night. Sorry. Get a few scooey moi mois, a couple of scooey and matatas.
Cam, you don't want a wife. I don't know why you're on this fucking show. You don't want a wife. You want to hang out with da boys. You want da boy life. And not in the way that I want da boy life. But this show, not for you. Go back to the Northern Territory, work in your remote communities, and, I don't know, do what Harrison does, but in NT, not in Bondi.
I think you saw that I was uncomfortable. Bro, I never asked for that challenge. It was set by the experts. But I'm like, if I'm going in here, I'm going to get something out of it. And all I wanted to get out of it was, can I spend 3 days trapped in a room with someone I don't like?
When we had the activity, I felt like I had both of you together working against me. I'm like, that's not fair. It was this thing about, why don't I have your support? Because
you wanted my support.
Well, both my partner and your support. So that's why I reacted the way that I did. I got roasted from Mel multiple times for supporting and backing you.
That sounds like Mel.
He's trying to stir me up. What I'm starting to sense is this is actually what Harrison's like. He can't seem to be honest with me.
Now you're just starting to sense it. Leighton, you run businesses. Smarten up. Oh, you wanted my support? Yeah, yep. He definitely wanted a friend of his in the experiment that he's been backing up against his wife, and his wife to try and see it from his point of view. Shocking, I know. Little dirty Harry, he just can't help himself, can he? So you've got someone that you considered a friend, and even right now, you're trying to get him to snap. Some friend you are.
Whoop, whoop. Be prepared. Mel is back.
Whoop, whoop. I hope we don't see much of her. It does seem like Sex Mel Sheen is in good spirits, so I'm assuming the Weekend Warriors have been doing their part. God's work, some would say. And when I say God, I mean like the God of Thunder. Oh, I really broke something. That's how big it is.
Tonight, I want to see Claire and really speak to her one-on-one because she's got some explaining to do.
Oh, shut up, Janelle. Oh, Janelle, once again, so many promises of bringing the bad bitch energy, and she's going to come in and, people got some splaining to do, and then when she gets there, nothing. And I can only assume this will be exactly the same. Janelle, stop getting our hopes up. You're not going to do anything.
Have you spoken to Dan? Yeah, he's been messaging me.
Yeah, block him.
I've just kept it civil, but nothing. I'm not reaching out. I'm not trying to go out there and make him look bad. I mean, Dan's done that himself.
He's done himself.
You dodged a bullet. I haven't even told my parents yet. Sorry. I don't know how to tell them. It's a hard conversation to have and explain to them why it didn't work.
Well, once they see any of the news articles or the footage from the show, I think Mum and Dad should get it. You know, the D for Dan also stands for D-bag, and I don't know if we can blame Sandy for that. Don't you just love that kind of manipulative behavior that he's still trying to like text her and reach out to her and, you know, manage her?
I've missed Thor and his hammer.
I can't wait to see Hugo and Josh stand next to each other.
They're going to be twins.
Josh 2.0, I don't really see it.
Sorry, listen to him talk.
I have a super successful relationship. I'm not in the experiment anymore. So
Is this a parallel universe?
I don't really see it. I don't really see it. What is this, me bouncing on a cock? I don't really see it. But Josh 2.0, certainly not as cool as the first version. I think somehow the voice has gotten worse.
Shannon, not so much.
Apart from him storming in and stuffing his face, we don't really see much from Shannon, and that's a real shame.
I don't want to say hi to Claire. She tried to exploit my relationship many times.
Yeah.
She's attacked Harrison, she's attacked me.
Hello, no, hello?
No.
She wanted to say hi.
No, that's okay.
That is okay. I would love Bronte to never speak to me. I think I'll be safe, you know, where I live, and, you know, we'll never run in the same circles, so I'm pretty safe. But I think Claire should be happy with that.
How's it been? What have I missed?
Partner swap.
It was a massive 3 days.
Well, I was
I love
alone for 3 days. Harrison
What
went to
alone?
live with
He did the challenges with you.
I sat around for hours wondering what was going on. And then I get a knock on the door and it's Leighton. And he's like, oh, we need to have a chat. Oh God, what's gone on with Mel and Harrison already? And he's like, I'm not moving in.
Oh, shut up.
So I was alone.
Bronte is being very dramatic.
I feel like
She
you
does.
couldn't have done it in that dramatized staging. You're gonna need a wine for this. Some big stuff I've got to tell you. Get a wine and take a seat. The big thing is, do you have your wine, Bronte? I'm not going to do the challenge.
Bronte, I'm so sozy. We're just going to have to let your agent know that you didn't get the job on Channel 7's Home and Away. No, you will not be headed to Summer Bay because, actually, I don't know what the criteria would be. Would you have to be a better actor or an even a worse actor? And I don't know if that's possible with Bronte. Nothing that Bronte says is convincing to me. What was that whole performance piece about Leighton coming in and wine and fuck off? Also, note that she tried to do the same thing as her husband, Dirty Harry, and put a little dig in there. Oh, what else has happened with, Mel and Leighton? Oh, what else has happened?
He was like freaking out.
Don't ever talk about my husband in a way that is not true, not in front of my eyes. You were not alone for 3 days.
What do you mean?
Because he still did the task.
Oh yeah, like he still came to do the tasks with me, but he didn't actually live with me. I was upset, but I don't actually know what's actually gone on, like over at that apartment. Melinda just seems to just want an argument.
No, you seem to want an argument. Again, just plop up something, a mirror, just so you can see her own fucking actions. Roll the tape back so Bronte can see. I'm not saying that Mel is innocent at all, just before anyone comes for me or the Bronte fans. People find her attacky. It doesn't rub me up the wrong way, but I could see how it could upset people. She's constantly, but Bronte, the things that you do with your whole, over there, and you know exactly what you're doing. So don't play all fucking innocent with like, I'm just here doing these things. I'm just here. Why would And then you're gonna run off. I know full well, because I saw it in the promo, but I know full well you're gonna run off and everyone's being mean to me. I've got to go. Bin.
How would you describe me coming into your place?
Oh, you were distressed when you came in.
Yeah, and I felt like you were like quite like cold to me. Like you're just gonna have to ask your husband. Like that's what I got from you.
I can see how you were upset. I was getting finger pointed at me for the reason why Leighton wasn't moving back in.
Melinda is coming at me because I am in a secure relationship, because she is sad in her own.
Harrison and I, we're in a good place. All I care about right now is his opinion.
Well, I hope they put that on your gravestone. You know, anything along the lines of, I just care what Harrison thinks, or Harrison's mouthpiece from 2022 onwards.
We are controversial. Like we are.
So you have feelings for Harrison?
Totally. Yeah.
I don't believe it. Oh. Don't you feel like he's manipulating you? Sandy, for missing so much, it feels like you've been here the whole time.
Either a producer has fed Sandy some lines or Sandy just gets it. Actually, no, I don't think Harrison is manipulating Bronte. I think Harrison and Bronte made a deal and we're just running that deal out. And it's getting real rocky because not even they want to stick to the deal, but they always come back to each other because they're like, you know what, there's no way out of this until we get some sort of redemption story, and both of us haven't got that yet.
But we have had discussions about the way that he asks me to talk and the tone of my voice. But no, I don't believe that Harrison emotionally manipulates me.
No, we have had discussions about me being a bit more shush, you know, like Taylor wanted Hugo to be. And we have had discussions about, you know, how I look and like where I get to sleep and, you know, and we've also had discussions about how we're going to play this out and like his lines and my lines, and we've done all of that stuff. But manipulation, no.
There was that spark with Harrison and I from day one, and that's all that I held on to.
I agree,
the girls don't get it.
Spark.
They genuinely don't believe that my 180 with Harrison is real. And I was like, I know that guy from the wedding is still there, and he kept saying the same thing to me.
Okay.
Maybe the people at the wedding were better actors and now they're bad actors. I don't know what point she's trying to make here. So you had a spark and then it fizzled. Guess what, honey? I think we know exactly when it fizzled. You know, honeymoon fizzle. Yeah, you remember. Oh, the big old flaccid fizzle. We know when it happened, and from there on in, I don't think there was a 180. There was an agreement.
I wish I knew why they were always at me and Harrison. Like, no, I don't want to speak to any of them. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done.
Good. Yes, this is what we wanted.
And then a hero comes along.
And never come back. Now promise us all. Thank you.
So Claire and Adam actually cheated on each other.
Stop saying
Adam and I. Claire, at the pub. Claire made a mistake.
At the pub.
She was very accountable.
I completely regretted it instantly, and yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, Mel. Oh, shit. Ooh, Sex Mel Sheen thinking, well, I didn't know he was up for it, but maybe I got myself a new little weekend warrior in Adam. God knows he's looking for a job. Oh, no, that's harsh, but could be true.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, good. Had 2 weeks of mourning and depression, and then I bounced right back. I just want to say I'm a million times sorry. I respect you so much.
So bored with Claire's apologies.
Thank you. When you see your apology versus Adam's, honestly, like, I can't ask anything else. So I don't want to hate you. No hate, no bad blood. And thank you for being honest with me. Claire's apology was genuine, and there was literally nothing else she could have said. I don't want any bad blood between us.
That's Janelle, you know, she had some unfinished business and made us get excited like she was going to actually bring something, but once again, a huge letdown. Anyway, I suppose it's good, I guess. Who wants to bring up that drama again? Unless there's more like receipts or stuff that we didn't know, like there was more than a vape and kiss, because I'd enjoy that. But unless we get that, sure, great. Vape, kiss and make up, I guess. Hey, Janelle, do you want to go downstairs? Oh, no, not this. I meant, no, that's not what I meant.
Adam and Harrison are for the tip. At the end of the day, he's not sorry. We've all known from day one that Adam's full of shit.
Boys, we need to hear this. To all you guys, I feel terrible for
Shannon's
my
a
actions
mess.
that night. I was selfish in that moment. I wasn't even thinking about him.
And Janelle. What do you want from this conversation, Adam?
What do you mean? What do I want from this conversation?
Well, you're getting my attention. You're stopping the room. Do you want to get out of this?
I'm truly sorry about my actions for that night.
More defensiveness, bro. It's more defensiveness. Just own what you did.
That's what he's doing now. I'm completely owning it.
Why are you sorry?
I'm sorry for every action about it. Do you understand?
Oh, he loves it. Oh, he's just trying to get a rise out of him. Oh, what a little piece of shit. You know what? If anyone deserved to be called a this season, it was definitely the Boondog. The enjoyment he gets out of just causing sheer chaos is kind of sad. We love trash, mess, and drama on this channel, but not this. I don't like Adam, and I didn't buy him or Janelle and their relationship from from the first. So what do you do for a job? Show me a bank account. I didn't believe it from then, but Adam is just sitting there apologizing. Let him apologize. Why do you have to be an asshole while someone's trying to apologize? Why is it hurting you? Well, you've stopped the conversation. You've asked for my full attention. Well, he asked for the whole table, but of course, Harrison's world, and we're all just blessed to be living in it. What do you hope to get out of this, Adam? Because what I'm hearing is more defensiveness. No, he's just apologizing, dickhead. Something you could actually do. And we've got a long list of grievances. So let's just note, we haven't seen Dan and we haven't seen Jesse, but they did say that Jesse wasn't coming. I'm shocked that Adam showed up. That takes some guts. Obviously, Shannon. Obviously, Shannon's there to support another dirty dog.
Harrison.
Adam, look, come in
Look
here
at him
tonight.
smile.
Yep.
You had an opportunity to just own some behaviour, and I need to just own what you did.
Sake, Harrison.
What I see is a guy who's willing to throw the boys under the bus to save himself. That's what you always
you? You
do,
did it
Adam.
to Dan.
You just throw people under the bus to save yourself. You did it to Jesse, you done it to me and Dan, now
You're gonna knock your wine over, mate. You're gonna knock your wine over, boy.
Yeah. Well, don't just knock it over, pick it up and throw it at him. I don't understand this part in the scene where Harrison has been given the direction to lift and got a bit red in the face and, oh, you're just pushing the boys under the bus. When they do things that are actually bad, you're pushing boys under the bus. Didn't you out Dan with the whole number thing? You did that, right?
Adam has not reached out to me at all, but he did accidentally butt dial me.
No, he didn't. Butt dials happen, you see.
I butt dial people all the time. Harrison showed me messages saying the butt dial's not real. Who the does he think he is?
That's a really good question. Who the fuck does he think he is? Anyway, back to that guy who we're asking, who the fuck does he think he is?
The thing is, I think it's time for you to start owning shit. Enough said on that. See you, pal.
You get that one.
You threw Dan under the bus. You weren't man enough to say that you actually got a girl's number.
Oh, I agree, Adam. And
Disney Dad is loving it. He's loving this. He's ready to go.
That does not look good.
Has someone got a mirror so I can hold it in front of Harrison's face so he can talk to it?
Oh,
mate, he needs to start owning some shit.
No, mate.
I feel like Harrison needs to own his shit for once.
There's not a remorseful bone in his body.
What do you think he meant about you owning your stuff?
Yeah. It's the truth. It's the truth.
coming out?
You're not liking the truth, are you?
Anyway, can we move on from Adam? I don't even want to talk about him anymore. He's not worth my time.
Oh, but honey, he's worth our time now. If he's got some dirt on you, I am ready, willing, and wide open to take it. Hey, Adam, what's Harrison's secret? What do we not know? I'd love to find out. And they just end it there. That's it. I guess we're going to find out at the reunion. No, I want to know now. I want to know all the dirty shit that old Dirty Harry has done. Just goes to show that he can dish it out and cause all the problems, but when the attention falls back on him and he has nothing else to deflect, he really is just a little bitch.
Chicks before dicks.
Yeah,
we had a good girls' night. It was a great night. It was so nice to have a room full of amazing, confident, strong, beautiful women.
Oh, I love girls' night.
Okay. Well, it seems like girls' night was a huge success because they got rid of Bronte, but the boys' night was not because Harrison was there to the end. Oh, I'm so mad that we didn't get to find out what happened with that. Anyway, don't worry, I'm sure we'll find out some more in the next episode when it is another dinner party. Oh, I'm exhausted just thinking about it. Make sure you've given this video a thumbs up. Hopefully you subscribed, and if you want premium content faster and ad-free, you can go to rehashed.com.au. If you just want to be part of the community, there's also a free plan there as well. I appreciate your support. If you want to support further, you can also donate. There is a link in the description below. That's it. I'll see you in the next episode. Sweet Baby Angel, bye-bye.